Hello and welcome to BNS Nature Ways. Good oral health and hygiene begins with clean teeth, proper dental care habits, and awareness of daily behaviors. Brushing and flossing properly from a young age helps to prevent oral diseases such as cavities, gum disease, and oral cancer as you age. Nutrition, regular teeth cleanings, and your medical history also impacts your oral health standing. While brushing your teeth is an important step for preventing gum disease and tooth decay, brushing the teeth alone will not eliminate the majority of the harmful bacteria in your mouth. To reap the maximum benefits of brushing, you must brush your tongue as well. Did you know your tongue is a mirror reflection of your internal organs? Just like with hand or foot mapping, the tongue is mapped out to reflect various parts of your internal body. You can learn so much about what is going on in particular areas just by looking at your tongue every morning. Also, by scraping your tongue, you are actually stimulating and massaging these corresponding internal organs, just like in acupressure or acupuncture. The tongue harbors the majority of bacteria in our mouth. Bacteria from the environment as well as from the food and beverages we consume live and breed on the rough surface of our tongue. While brushing, the teeth eliminates the bacteria that have adhered to our dental enamel. The bacteria from our tongue will just transfer to our teeth again over the period of a few hours. Brushing the tongue removes the bacteria hiding in the nooks and crannies of the surface. Removing these bacteria not only helps to prevent the bacteria from spreading to the teeth, but it also helps to prevent bad breath. There are many benefits to this daily practice as far as oral health and overall physical, mental, and spiritual health. In fact, by removing the coating and stimulating the tongue, this helps to balance the heavy and dulling qualities of kapha dosha in our physiology. This simple practice is a direct way of removing ama from our physiology. In Ayurveda, ama refers to any accumulation of toxic residue in the mind-body. This can result from improper eating, poor digestion, or a reflection of an imbalance somewhere in the gastrointestinal system. In addition, from an Ayurvedic perspective, by removing this coating, we can improve our ability to taste our food, which makes it more satisfying. By increasing our taste reception, not only do we eat less, but we also eliminate the need to add more sugar, salt, or excessive spice to the food to make it more flavorful. Many of the beneficial phytonutrients and body signals that our food contains are first interpreted by the mind-body upon contact with receptors on the tongue. This communication between our food and our body can be improved by removing any coating that is interfering with that connection. Also, many herbs have their beneficial effects from the initial contact with receptors on the tongue. Hence, we need a clear tongue to receive this healthy information. A coated or hairy tongue is a sign of imbalance of keratin on the tongue. Under normal circumstances, the amount of keratin produced and the amount that is knocked off by eating is balanced. When the diet is too soft or the oral cavity is irritated in some way, keratin can accumulate. When bacteria grow on this layer of keratin, it can lead to discoloration of the coating, which many people notice. From an Ayurvedic perspective, tongue scraping should be performed on a daily basis. A good tongue examination is a useful way of evaluating the health of the entire body. When you examine your tongue, it's an opportunity for self-awareness, where you can reflect on the choices of the last several days, months, or years and see how those choices have affected your health. If a thick coating is noted, you are accumulating toxicity. By noticing this, it gives you the opportunity to become more self-aware and make new, healthier choices. Removing the bacteria, food debris, fungi, and dead cells from the tongue significantly reduces the odor from the mouth. As you sleep, your body is detoxifying. Much of the film on your tongue is toxins excreted from your body. You don't want to re-ingest that, do you? No, scraping your tongue first thing in the morning will remove this sludge from your tongue and from your body, improving your overall health and improving your immune system. By removing bacteria and toxins, you are also contributing to better dental health as well, leading to healthier teeth and gums. The bacteria that you remove from your tongue are responsible for things like periodontal problems, plaque buildup, tooth decay, gum infections, gum recession, and even loss of teeth. So what kind of tongue scraper to use? The Charaka Samhita states that tongue scrapers should be made of gold, silver, copper, tin, and brass, and should be non-sharp and curved, so as not to injure the tongue. Stainless steel scrapers, which are now widely available and resist corrosion, are effective as well. Brush tongue scrapers typically have a long handle like a toothbrush and a tip with ridges or short bristles to scrape along the tongue. They are not big enough to cover the whole tongue at once, so you will need to make several passes. With regular use, it's best to replace them every 3 to 4 months. Plastic tongue scrapers are a thin plastic wire bent into a U shape. Metal tongue scrapers are typically a thin U-shaped metal wire. They typically last longer than plastic ones. With careful placement, you can usually clean your entire tongue in a single pass, but you may still want to make more than one. Copper and stainless steel tongue scrapers can be used indefinitely if you clean them regularly. Copper has antibacterial properties that some people prefer. So what are the steps of tongue scraping? People can use the following steps to scrape the tongue. After brushing and flossing, open the mouth wide and place the tongue scraper on the furthest reachable point on the back of the tongue. Apply gentle pressure and pull the scraper forward towards the tip of the tongue. The scraper should not hurt. Rinse the scraper with warm water after the first pass. Repeat the scraping process as necessary. Swish the mouth with water and then spit it out. Wash the tongue scraper thoroughly with soap and warm water. Store the tongue scraper in a clean, dry place between uses. Tongue scraping is a painless and low-risk procedure. If tongue scraping causes pain or bleeding, the person should stop using the scraper. They might be using it with too much force, or there may be uneven edges on the scraper that could be injuring your tongue. It is important to avoid placing the scraper too far back on the tongue, as this can activate the gag reflex. If a person uses a tongue scraper and notices that their symptoms worsen or their tongue feels sore or painful, they can talk to their dentist. The dentist can help them determine whether they have an underlying condition that may cause bad breath or give the tongue an abnormal appearance. Thank you for watching the video. Happy tongue scraping. Wish you a healthy life forever.